Coming up today on Plugged In, good news for the city of Richmond, which is recognized as the most beautiful city in the world. We'll tell you how the Centennial Salmon Project is bringing together art and salmon preservation. And we'll travel with the president of the Japan Karate Association as he pays a visit here to the Lower Mainland. Stay with us and we'll get you plugged in. Hi, I'm Trevor Miller, and welcome to Plugged In. This is the show that's always on the road. Today, we're taking you out to Richmond to mark the final day of our aquatic week here on Plugged In. We're visiting Richmond's Water Mania, located right next to the Riverport Silver City complex. I'm sure most of you are familiar with. It's home to a wave pool, water slides, a 50-meter lap pool complete with diving boards, a lot of other terrific family activities. A bit later on in the show, manager Dave McBride will be joining us. He'll tell us more about this amazing facility. The kids behind me having a lot of fun here. But first, we're going to take you out to Abbotsford, where we find out that with representation in 115 different countries, the Japan Karate Association basically acts as the governing body for karate clubs throughout the world. And Sensei Ashe, the association's president, recently toured the Lower Mainland dojos here, giving local members a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to train with the very best.
You say pong, that, pong, that,
Sensei Asai is a very sought-after instructor. He's a 9th dan in the JK, the highest rank in the JK. 10th dan's only reserved for God, they say. Gijin Funakoshi, the founder, was awarded his 10th dan on his grave.
And must outside. Okay.
Asai Sensei's specialty is, although he's a master in Shotokan karate, he's also a master in White Crane Kung Fu and a registered Chinese doctor. He combines all of those into an art. He takes Shotokan to a different level. He puts a lot of 45-degree angle movements into it, a lot of circular motions into it. He does what Gichin Funakoshi, the founder, said that karate, it has to evolve. And I think Asai Sensei is a very good example of that.
What Sensei Asai tries to teach us when he comes over here is how to maximize the efficiency and the strength of your technique so that strength differentials fall apart. Correct technique at a correct speed and using the correct muscle relaxation and contraction techniques results in a very powerful technique, irrespective of how big you are or how old you are or what sex you are. Sensei Asai is very adept at putting his own twist or his own interpretation on very traditional moves to give them super effectiveness in a self-defense or confrontational situation. With respect to law enforcement, he has an ability to instruct law enforcement personnel on takedown and hold techniques that are the safest for the law enforcement personnel, effective against an opponent, and yet relatively safe against an opponent as well.
All right? I've been in karate now 23 years, and to see somebody of Sensei Asai's ability who's 64 years old, I hope I can move like him at that age. I mean, that's a great inspiration, but he's a master of our style, and for me, it's a very big honor. I don't think this honor will ever be duplicated in my life again.
And at age 64, Sensei Ashe proves that in karate there really is no barriers. And for more information, you can call your local karate club or the Vancouver YWCA. And there are certainly no barriers to having fun right here at Watermania at Riverport in Richmond. Joining us now to tell us more about the facility is manager Dave McBride. Dave, thanks for joining us.
Good morning.
Now, this is quite a busy day here at Watermania. Tell us about some of the activities you've got here.
Well, right now we have a Learn to Swim program happening where we do instructional programs in conjunction with School District 38 in Richmond. Just about every elementary school throughout the school year attends an instructional program either here or at Minaroo Aquatic Center based on which location is closest to the elementary school.
Okay, so lots of programs, instruction for kids learning how to swim here. You've got lots of lifeguards on hand here as well. Kids very safe when they're playing here. They've got the wave pool and slides, lots of activities.
Yeah. Watermania is a very large complex. We opened up in the summer of 1997, and you can see behind us that in addition to a 57-meter long course competition pool, but also within the main pool hall there's an exciting wave pool. We've got 2 thrilling water slides. We've got 2 whirlpools at different temperatures. We've got diving for the kids. We've got a 1 and a 3-meter springboard and a 5-meter platform. We've got a steam room and a dry sauna, so lots of activities on the pool deck. We provide inner tubes and mats, a variety of flotation event apparatus, everything we can to facilitate a fun time for families.
Okay, and with spring break just around the corner, you mentioned you got lots of activities for kids here. You're expanding your hours for spring break as well?
Yeah, spring break is a very busy time for us as parents always looking for activities for their children to participate in. During spring break, our water slides will open earlier in the daytime with the kids being out of school. So they're available from 12 noon right up till 9 p.m. and our doors open up at 6 in the morning and we close at 10 o'clock at night. Open a little bit later on Sunday morning, not until 10 a.m.
Okay, and you know, we're talking about the kids, but you've also got lots to do for adults here as well.
Right. In addition to all the stuff you see behind us on the pool deck, there's lots of other parts to the complex. We've got a 3,000 square foot weight training facility, good variety of cardio equipment, free weight equipment, and station circuit equipment. We've got a couple multi-purpose rooms that we do exercise classes in, really popular for birthday parties. The Vancouver province just ranked us last week as one of the top places to host birthday parties in the Lower Mainland. We've got a nice concession, the Surfside Galley. We've got a retail shop to buy towels or swimsuits, goggles, and we've got quite a large sports therapy clinic, the Watermania Sports Therapy in the complex as well.
So while the kids are getting swim lessons, there's lots for the adults to do. They can maybe get a workout or take in any of the other activities you've got.
That happens a lot, especially during the instructional programs. We offer swimming lessons here from 12 months right up to seniors, and it's not uncommon for parents who drop their kids off here for swimming lessons to maybe go lift a few weights or run the treadmill for half an hour or so.
So if people want to come on down here, where are you located, Dave?
The Watermania is located in the Riverport Sports and Entertainment Complex. That's located at the intersection of Steveston Highway and number 6 Road in Richmond. A variety of facilities out here in addition to Watermania, including the Richmond Ice Center has 6 ice sheets, the Vancouver Basketball Center, home of the Vancouver Grizzlies Training Center, a 40-lane, 5 and 10-pin The Zone Bowling Center, as well as, oh, there goes the wave horn, as well as a variety of food and beverage outlets, famous players, movies, and IMAX theater. For people looking specifically for Watermania, our address is 14300 Entertainment Boulevard, and our phone number is 448-5353.
All right, Dave, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, come on down. Lots of free parking here. You can take in a movie, you can go swimming, you can go bowling, and lots of things to do down here at Riverport. But come and check out Watermania and bring the kids on down. It's a lot of fun. It's time for us to take a quick break, but we will return in 1 minute with a look into the Centennial Salmon Project, and we'll show you why the city of Richmond was the winner of the International Nations in Bloom competition. Stay with us. Plugged In will be right back.
Rogers Television has been producing quality local programming for 30 years. It also provides an affordable and effective way to promote your business and support your community. From entertainment and current affairs to programs for youth and seniors, Rogers Television offers local businesses the opportunity to sponsor community programs reaching over 620,000 households in the Lower Mainland. For more information on a custom design sponsorship for your business, call 431-1250.
Hi, I'm Trevor Miller, and welcome back to Plugged In. You've joined us on the final day of our Aquatic Center week here on Plugged In. Today we're in Richmond visiting Richmond's Water Mania. So far, I have managed to remain dry, but that could change by the end of the show, so stay tuned for that. In the meantime, we're going to get you caught up on some more fun activities for the whole family, so here's what's up. Combining the roar of Japanese taiko drumming with melodic instruments and distinctive voices, the Izumi Taiko Ensemble introduces 3 new members in a seamless evening of theater and music. Tonight only at 8 p.m. Tickets are $16 and $12. It takes place at the Michael J. Fox Theater. That's 7373 McPherson Avenue in Burnaby. For more information on this event, call 280-4444. The Vancouver Sun Community Concert Series, Britannia World Music, and the Coastal Jazz and Blues Society present an evening of music with Sal Ferreras and Friends in celebration of the 3rd annual World Music Day. It takes place tonight only at 8 p.m. at the Britannia Secondary School on Cotton Drive in Vancouver. Tickets are $10. For more information, call 718-5800. Certainly lots going on this weekend, including the NDP convention, which is taking place at the Pacific Coliseum. And, of course, Rogers Television Cable 4 will be there and will include extensive live coverage of the entire proceedings. That coverage beginning tonight at 6 p.m. and continuing through the weekend, and will, of course, include the election of BC's next premier. And if you'd like more information on that coverage, then you can check out our website at www.rogerstelevision.com for more details. I'll be there as well, so I'll see you if you tune in. And by the way, the leadership debate happens tonight. That's at 7 p.m. on Rogers. Should be interesting television, so make sure you tune in. Now, on with this show. Local artist Marina Papias has started a project with students at Centennial Secondary in Coquitlam, and it's bringing together the community art and salmon preservation.
Marina Papias' passion for the preservation and enhancement of salmon has inspired students, artists such as Norman Tate, and many members of the community to become a part of the Coquitlam Centennial Millennium Project.
It started out as I really became impassioned with the salmon. The passion came from seeing the salmon struggle to survive and having so few of them be left. You know, people are throwing crap into the rivers. I mean, you know, it's the incredible disrespect we have. This is just on a family level, just a community level, but what are our industries doing, our corporations doing, what are we doing? Because of that, I wanted to reach as many people as possible. For me, getting into this community public art project like this in the onset was just about talking to people and disseminating information about the salmon. And it's kind of grown into what we're doing now. We're wanting to present to as many students and the public at large as possible different bits of information about the salmon.
An important component of the project is student education and participation. Many of the students from Centennial Secondary are involved in all aspects of the project.
The students, they're incredible. They're involved by helping with the artwork and with just everything they're learning. They're learning every facet of the glass, and they're also learning many facets of the carving. They will be anyways. They get right into the booth, they get filthy dirty just like I do, and they have participated in every aspect of the glass.
We got to practice and create our own designs, and then we fixed them up and touched them up. And then she looked over them and said, helped us with what we needed to work on, and then some of our pieces are going to be on the piece.
It's really fun doing the blasting. I really like that part of it, and you see it. It just makes itself for you, you know?
You watch it come alive. It was really fun. I've learned a lot. She's pointed out what's the salmon, how endangered they are, because before this I hadn't really noticed how we rely on the salmon, and she's really opened my eyes. I've learned new art techniques and how to sandblast, so she's really amazing.
You don't think of salmon as being an endangered species because you eat it all the time. People
Yeah.
go, oh yeah, let's go down and get some salmon. It's not like, you know, other endangered animals like bald eagles. You don't eat bald eagles, and you just think of salmon as a food. So she kind of made us understand that they are in fact endangered and they're being overfished.
I hope it will open other people's eyes to realize that we have to do something about the salmon before they go extinct, because they are our life cycle and we depend on them.
I thought if I could disseminate from my heart, my passion, my information that I've received about salmon, I could get even just a little bit of that to them. And if they would take it to heart and if it meant something to them, then I would have achieved tons. It's going to be a gift to Centennial. And it's a gift from all of us to Centennial School for just allowing us to be here and participating in such an amazing way.
And Marina and her group hope to have that project completed by the end of May, so be on the lookout for that. And if you'd like more information or you'd like to get in touch with them, you can do so at their website. That's the address you see there on your screen. Now on to our next story. The city of Richmond has put yet another feather in its cap as it was recently awarded the International Nations in Bloom Award this past Saturday. That was in Hamamatsu, Japan, where the competition was being held this year. The award basically recognizes excellence in beautification, planning, community involvement, and environmental practices as well. Plugged In caught up with the bleary-eyed presenters as they returned Wednesday morning with that coveted award. We'll show you that, as well as the video that Plugged In's own producer, Terry Martiniak, produced for the judges.
Well, the competition, it was very interesting in terms of there's 12 countries there with about 30 cities represented, so it was fascinating to be able to talk to the other presenters and find out what they do for the environment in their particular community. With the 5 categories that we're in, we're obviously very, very nervous in terms of you had to do well in all 5 categories. And we presented at 2:30 in the afternoon on a Saturday, so we watched a couple of them, and they were pretty good. So we went in there a wee bit nervous with David and I, but we presented for 35 minutes between us, and we showed the video as well. And then we had 20 minutes of real good questions, you know, pesticides, water table levels, noise, how do you take the parking out and put in green space, that sort of thing. But they were very probing questions from the judges, one from Quebec, one from New Zealand, and one from Belgium. Excellent questions. So when I came to the next night to the awards presentation, they don't mention 6th, 5th, 4th, 3, or anything. They just mentioned second place, and that was Des Moines, Iowa, who'd been there for the second time. So they knew what to expect to polish their presentation. And boy, when they opened up the envelope and read out the city of Richmond, we were just absolutely ecstatic, you know. And there was several other Canadian cities there as well, so the whole audience erupted in applause. So it was kind of unreal there for the first little while until you realize you really won. So it was thrilling for us. Certainly over the past decade, and a lot of the programs with the volunteers, with the flowers, with heritage, we're dealing with farmland, with the sewage treatment, all those sorts of things. You realize that putting in a decade or two of work on and focusing on those has really paid off for us and be able to win this trophy. And it's nice, as you mentioned, to be able to recognize by judges from around the world that we were doing the right things here in little old Richmond, British Columbia, Canada, up against some pretty major players. Our category went to 300,000, so there were some fairly good-sized cities in there. And every city in different parts of the world has a different geography, different climate and different financial resources. So it's nice to see that we could stack up and, in fact, beat them all. It's nice to have won this and to be recognized, but now you always got to push the envelope, right? So people will be expecting us, I guess, to work a little harder in each of those 5 categories and focusing more on what we're doing to make it, what's the saying, to think globally and act locally. And I think that's really the focus of the conference in terms of making Richmond environmentally sustainable. So I hope, we can continue to look at everything we do in Richmond to make sure that it is environmentally sustainable for the future, for the kids.
And congratulations to the city of Richmond and its citizens for being recognized as the most deserving city in its population category in terms of both beauty and livability. Certainly a prestigious honor, and not much we can do to top that except to say that we will be back on Monday with a brand new show as Brock McDonald visits the agricultural fair at the Abbotsford Tradex. That's this weekend. It's definitely something to check out. Also something to check out this weekend is the NDP convention happening at the Pacific Coliseum this weekend. Rogers, of course, wall-to-wall coverage, live, extensive coverage. I will be there helping out as well, so tune us in. I want to thank all the staff here at Watermania for being gracious hosts to us today, and I want to thank you for tuning in. I am Trevor Miller. I will be back next Friday to get you plugged in.